The Oscar nominations are out, and these are my personal favorites out of the Best Picture category. There was so much energy in Maestro, and the acting was absolutely amazing. And that one tracking shot where Bradley Cooper's conducting the orchestra showed how much passion he had for that film. But then the second half kind of started to unravel for me a little bit, and that's why it lands at number 10. Zone of Interest is a movie that you experience. It's a film where you follow a mundane family. It's just the mundane family happens to be the guy that's running Auschwitz, and they live literally on the wall. So what makes it a disturbing film is the sound, and the sound is what's going to give Oppenheimer a run for its money. But just kind of know going in, this is a movie you're following a mundane family, and the horror is what's happening off camera. Technically, Killers of the Flower Moon is amazing. I mean, everything about it. The acting from Lily Gladstone and the production design, just costumes, everything about it is amazing. Martin Scorsese is still the GOAT. But the story followed Ernest, and I just couldn't empathize with the guy, and I didn't care all that much about him. And I know you're not really supposed to, but at the same time, you know, he was just a puppet to the puppet master. And even though the first half had, you know, kind of like Maestro, had a lot of energy, it just started to fall apart. Fiction is what?
Fiction is something that's not real.
And what is nonfiction?
Something that is real.
Number 7, American Fiction. American Fiction kicks stereotypes right in the balls. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, it's a hilarious movie, but the one thing that really kind of grabbed me is there's this one moment in the film where he sees kindness, the main character sees kindness, and it just gave me a whole bunch of warm and fuzzies. So it's a hilarious movie. It's relevant. It's fun. Number 7, American Fiction. All right, so better. So I've seen Barbie more times than any other movie this year. And let's be honest, it's an instant classic. Now, there's a lot of controversy over Greta Gerwig not getting nominated for Best Director and Margot Robbie not getting nominated for Best Actress. So let's kind of understand how that worked. You know, the Academy is broken up by branches. So production designers vote for production designers, writers vote for writers, directors vote for directors, so on and so forth. So basically, you're just really mad at the directing branch and the acting branch. Don't look at the Academy as a whole, because think about it this way. Barbie, a movie about a doll, gets 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. And trust me, I'm a girl dad. I've watched the cartoons with my daughters, and this is a huge improvement. But don't forget the fact that Margot Robbie was nominated for an Academy Award for producing Barbie, and Greta Gerwig was nominated for an Academy Award for adapted screenplay. So they are nominated for Oscars. But what we should really be celebrating is that these two women have become powerhouses, and they've opened it up so they can do pretty much whatever they want. And that's exciting, and that's what we should be celebrating. Now remember, when Barbie was announced and Ryan Gosling was going to be Ken, there was a whole movement with hashtag not my Ken. But Ryan Gosling pulled off an impossible task and created an iconic character. So good for him, good for everybody involved. Barbie is a unicorn of a movie. And that's what we should be celebrating. So, I found my new Christmas movie that I'm going to watch every year from now on. The Holdovers is a acting masterclass. Honestly, Paul Giamatti is at the top of his game and is probably going to give Cillian Murphy a run for his money this award season. But what I love about this movie is that even though it's set in the 70s, it's a reflection of today, and You know, it's definitely a practice in empathy and integrity, and I think that's why this movie is really important. And again, kudos to the entire cast. This is such a fun, important film. If you love true crime, Anatomy of a Fall should be at the top of your list. I mean, Justine Triet, the director, who's the only woman in the directing category this year, created a multi-layer whodunit. And Best Actress nominee Sandra Hüller, who's also in The Zone of Interest. And it creates a captivating character where she just keeps you guessing all the way through. This is not a normal black and white whodunit. This is so much more, so many more layers, and it's why it lands at number 4. I had a really hard time with this because I love Poor Things a lot, and Yorgos Lanthimos is really one of those directors up my alley. Emma Stone does an amazing job. Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, they all are incredible. The visuals in this film is crazy, insane, and you know, for a lover of surrealism and absurdist type stories, this was just absolutely fantastic. And to be honest with you, it still has the same themes as Barbie, and it's really cool. It's a really good film. If you, it's not for everybody, but it's really good. Oppenheimer is expected to run away with the awards this year, and Christopher Nolan fans couldn't be happier. I mean, Cillian Murphy is arguably his best role ever, and I believe that this was such a multi-generational film. It touched so many different types of people. The technique that was involved with it, Christopher Nolan deserves the Academy Award nomination, and I believe it's going to win. But don't tell anybody that, because I'm not saying anything yet. But the fact of the matter is that everything about this film is solid. It's one of those generation, once in a decade type movie. I'll leave it at that. Call me a hopeless romantic or independent film lover or whatever, but Past Lives really grabbed a hold of me from beginning to end. It kind of reminded me of Richard Linklater's Before Sunrise and Before Sunset films, and I absolutely love those as well. But this one was, I don't know, it just had that connection, I guess. It just resonated with me, and I can see that maybe other people would. It's a slow burn, let's be honest. But it was just one of those films that really intrigued me, really kept my interest, and I absolutely just loved the characters, and there was just some moments in the movie that were just brilliant, and Celine Song did an amazing job directing that film. I was kind of hoping she would get nominated for director, but nonetheless, this was a really special film. It's great for a first-time feature film director and independent film to get to this point. So I'm really happy for Past Lives, and I'm really happy that it resonated with so many people. So my number one pick was Past Lives, and I appreciate all of you for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'm going to start talking more about movies and things that I love in this industry. Thank you.